So once again, good evening and welcome. What happens to be a very nice night. Last night, we actually welcomed the incoming class of 2025 to campus for their orientation. And I spoke to them briefly just about the opportunities in front of them over the next 4 years and how important it is to take advantage of those opportunities. And you guys in front of me are sort of that embodiment of guys who have taken advantage of the opportunities and who have achieved great success. So you should be very proud of yourselves, and parents, you should obviously be very proud of your boys. As we begin tonight, I would ask that you please rise for the invocation, and I will pledge to the flag. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Lord, we thank you for bringing us together this evening to recognize the impressive achievements of the young men gathered here. We ask you to bless their families whose love, sacrifice, and support are so instrumental to their success and happiness. We ask you to bless their teachers, school administrators, and the support staff of the school who work tirelessly to provide a safe, nurturing, and productive environment in which to learn and to grow as faithful men. We ask you to keep close to your heart those victims of disease or disability who cannot be here, but whose presence we sorely miss and whose company we truly yearn for. Finally, we ask you to continue to lead us out of the darkness of division, prejudice, and ignorance into the light of your truth and love for all mankind. We now ask the intercession of Saint Joseph, patron of the school and guardian of us all. We will use the prayer prescribed by Pope Francis in this year of Saint Joseph. Ordinarily, we recite this prayer as a school community on Friday mornings, but it is also very appropriate for tonight's proceedings. Hail, guardian of the Redeemer, spouse of the Blessed Virgin Mary. To you God entrusted his only Son. In you Mary placed her trust. With you Christ became man. Blessed Joseph, to us too, show yourself a father and guide us in the path of life. Obtain for us grace, mercy, and courage, and defend us from every evil. Amen. Saint Joseph, Mary, our good mother. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. I now ask that you please remain standing, face the flag created just below me by our very own Michael Donahue. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And you may be seated. I now invite Mr. Vreeland, moderator of the National Honor Society, to take over as presider of tonight's inductions.
Thank you, Mr. Bruno. Parents and guests, proud families, and friends watching at home, Mr. McNulty, Mr. Bruno, Mr. Stowe, Ms. DeFiore, and especially students, Greetings and welcome to the ceremony that celebrates your induction into one or more of America's most selective, prestigious, and respected organizations created for the sole purpose of paying tribute to the students who are among their schools, their states, their nation's highest achieving young people. The very fact that we will be reading your name here tonight means that your hard work and dedication put you head and shoulders above your peers. The fact that so many people have come together to hear your name read tonight, in person or online, means that you have the love, admiration, and support of an extensive and diverse and faith-filled family. This means that we not only do hold you in high regard and recognize you as the finest St. Joe's has to offer, but that we will continue to look to you as leaders, exemplars, and scholars. Your membership in these honor societies aims in part to give you the support and reassurance that you will need to continue your high levels of academic and personal growth and achievement. While the National Honor Society was founded in 1921, what's more relevant to us is what we know about St. Joe's chapter of the National Honor Society. It's called the Theodore James Riken chapter, and it's named for a Dutch priest who, in the early 1800s, emigrated to the United States and founded an order of brothers dedicated to the education of young men. These Xaverian brothers, as they're known today, were asked in 1962 by Archbishop Thomas Boland to staff the then brand new St. Joseph Regional High School here in Montvale. Though we no longer have Xaverian brothers staffing the school, we absolutely continue to be moved by their spirit, their charism. You might know the motto of the Xaverian brothers, Concordia res parve crescunt, or in harmony small things grow. Well, we all know that that motto lies at the heart of everything that we do here at SJR. Aside from the National Honor Society, we're inducting students tonight into 3 other honor societies. These are the National Spanish Honor Society. St. Joe's chapter is the St. Teresa of the Child Jesus chapter, and the St. Dominic chapter of the National French Honor Society, as well as one inductee into the Tri-M Music Honor Society. As with the National Honor Society, these others look first, but not only at academics. Like the National Honor Society, the Spanish, French, and Tri-M Music Honor Societies also look at a student's leadership, his character, and his service, all in tremendous addition to his scholarship. Now, even though we're out of my classroom and even though we're here under a tent on a beautiful spring night, that doesn't mean I'm not going to give you a little Latin lesson. I want to talk for a quick second about the verb in Latin ductare, D-U-C-T-A-R-E. Ductare is a Latin verb, and it means to draw or to pull. Well, tonight we're at an induction, right? So if we put the verb ductare, to draw or pull, along with the prefix induct, it means we're pulling you, gathering you, drawing you in to one or more exclusive groups of people. But that's not the verb that I really want to talk about, inductare. I want to talk about its antonym, Inductare. The prefix E means out. Here's a little truth that your teachers aren't so quick to tell you. In school, it's not about what we put into your minds that makes you who you are. It's what we work so hard to draw out of you, what we want to pull from you. I think what I'm really trying to say by talking about these two verbs, and the much more important one, eductare, to draw out, is this. There is not a single person connected to you in any meaningful way who is the least bit surprised that you are here tonight and that you are being accorded these honors. We all know that you have this in you. And all we, your teachers and your parents, and all the people you've known in all of your young years growing up, all we had to do was to help pull it out with you. This ceremony is a validation to us that you had all of this tremendous achievement inside of you, and your experiences here at SJR and at your various elementary schools helped you to bring this greatness to light. Light. A central symbol of the National Honor Society is the NHS candelabra. It's here on the table in front of you. Mr. Dan Kelly and Mr. Brian Stapleton have been kind enough to volunteer to help us with this next part of the ceremony. So I ask them to come to the front now. Mr. Kelly and Mr. Stapleton, Dan and Brian. Some of you may know that Dan Kelly is the president of the St. Joseph Regional High School Board of Consultants. Dan graduated from SJR in 1987, and he's the father of Pierce, who's being inducted tonight, and he's also the father of Braden, who graduated in 2020. Brian Stapleton is a Green Knight from the class of 1990. He's the father to Brendan, who is likewise being sworn in tonight. You're going to hear more about Brian in just a little bit. Dan and Brian are going to take turns lighting one of the 4 white candles in the candelabra as I speak briefly about the symbolic importance of each. The first white candle. The first white candle represents the value of scholarship. Scholarship is what introduced the Honor Society candidates to us. Scholarship also speaks in a very real way of each student's commitment to his own role in the learning process. The next white candle represents service. Each student who is inducted to any one of the honor societies represented here tonight must have shown a commitment to service on behalf of the school and of his community. Service is the signal virtue of our promise to uphold God's primacy in the universe. The third candle represents leadership. While leadership may take the form of overt action at the head of a large group, it may just as well take the form of quiet consistency and assiduousness. Leaders always do what is right, whether they're in front of an army or just the reflection of themselves in the mirror. The fourth white candle is for character. Character refers to the quality of the individual, and it's a measure of our trust that that individual will stand up for the afflicted, comfort the saddened, help the lost and lonely, and reflect the love of God to everyone they meet. Thank you, Dan and Brian. Mr. Bruno is going to light the green candle in the middle of the candelabra. This green candle represents the unification of all 4 of the values upheld in the various honor societies that we're inducting you into. Mr. Bruno lights the candle as a representative of the faculty, the administrators, the staff, and the parents, all of whom are part of the SJR family. So, did you guys notice that we mentioned light twice already in just the few minutes we've been talking? First, in the prayer, we asked God to lead us out of the darkness of division, prejudice, and ignorance, and into the light of truth and love for all mankind. Then we observed that the process of education has drawn your gifts and graces into the light. Out in the light, these gifts and graces can no longer be hidden. They can't be denied. They cannot be disavowed. They must not be neglected or left untended. This is that light. Now we're at the part of the ceremony where we introduce the candidates for induction. When I announce your name, you're going to come to the space in front of the table that the candelabra is on, and you are going to receive your certificates and National Honor Society lapel pin, if that's the honor society you're being inducted into, from Mr. Bruno, and Mr. Bruno will be helped by Mr. Stoto. 14 students tonight are also going to receive College Book Awards, in addition to Honor Society certificates and pins. A College Book Award is a gift on behalf of a college to a student who, as with any of the honor societies we are inducting students into this evening, has met an academic standard and then has displayed some additional focused, outstanding aspect of character. College Book Awards often also promise scholarships, each in the range of several tens of thousands of dollars, to a student awardee who applies to, is accepted by, and then chooses to attend the college that granted the book award. 2 other students will be receiving scholarships tonight that are not College Book Awards. The scholarships represent at least the same level of academic and personal achievement as any of the book awards do. Parents and family, friends, teachers who are here, as I read each name and introduction, please do not hold your applause until the end. These boys have earned our respect and admiration. Let's let them have it right away. I also want to add that we have a few people who are not able to attend tonight due to athletic schedule conflicts. One fellow has a concussion from a game the other day. But because these people and their families are hopefully watching right now on the live stream or recording it for posterity, we're going to read everybody's name and introduce everybody as if he were here right in this space with us. And we start with Thomas Bertucci. Tom joins the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society tonight. Tom tells us that one interesting fact about him is that he's been playing basketball since he was 5. And as of this year, he has taken his knowledge of the sport and used it to coach his younger brother's team through CYO and AAU seasons. Since he started coaching, Tom's teams have won 5 out of 6 games. Shane Brennan. Shane volunteers outside St. Joe's with a group called Buddy Ball Sports. Buddy Ball Sports is a program that pairs kids who have developmental disabilities with high school and middle school students in order to teach them sports. Shane says, quote, "I learned how to teach and reach people who may not have an understanding of what they can really accomplish." Shane also says that he finds happiness in, quote, "helping to make another person's week amazing." Shane will be inducted into the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society. Shane also receives the Stonehill College Lux et Space Award. Stephen Carosa. Stephen will become a member of the National Honor Society. Stephen spends much of his free time working with the Salvation Army to distribute food and necessities to help the unhoused and people in need of help. The smiles of those he helps, Stephen says, makes the effort of the busy days he spends doing all of his volunteering well worth the effort. Michael DeMarco. Michael is a recipient of the Archdiocese of Newark's Youth Discipleship Award. He was nominated for this award by St. Joe's own past principal, Father John Job, who is now pastor at Most Blessed Sacrament in Franklin Lakes. Michael earned this recognition for his volunteerism at the parish. Tonight, we are swearing Michael into the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society. Michael also receives the Rochester University George Eastman Young Leaders Award. Michael Donahue. Michael joins the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society. When Mike and everyone else was casting about last spring at the height of our collective isolation looking for something to do, he took a cue from his family's tradition of handiwork and established a whole sideline making wooden American flags for his family and family friends. These things caught on, and Mike has become busy running a business of sorts on his own. This busyness, Mike says, is good, though, because it taught him to manage time, resources, and people skills in an organic and hands-on way. I promised Michael that in exchange for loaning us the flag for the front of our stage tonight, I will post a little paper on the front so you can reach out to Mike if you want to buy your own handcrafted American wooden flag. Peter Edmonds. Peter has for several years now participated as a volunteer in a program in his town for special needs children. The program, the Upper Saddle River Needs Special Sports Instruction, organizes volunteers who help instruct special needs children in various sports. Tonight, we're welcoming Peter into the National Honor Society, the National Spanish Honor Society, and Peter receives the University of Rochester's Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Book Award. Robert Egan. Robert tried out for and earned a spot on the SJR golf team this year. You might be aware that the golf team won the state championship this year for the first time in a very long time. Coincidence that it just happens to be the same year Robert Egan joined? I'll let you decide. Robert joins the National Spanish Honor Society. Matthew Fernandez. Matthew's career goal is to become a trainer working with a professional sports team. Matthew has obviously been paying attention to the news and hearing how important professional sports exercise scientists are nowadays. Matthew joins the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society tonight. Kenneth Fiorina. Kenneth is very proud of the fact that he has held a steady job since the age of 14, which is actually the minimum legal working age in the state of New Jersey. For a few years now, Kenneth has served as a caddy and as an outside operations assistant at an undisclosed New Jersey country club, which is apparently not located in Bernardsville. Ken will be inducted into the National Honor Society tonight. Saul Garcia. Tonight, we will swear Saul into the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society. Here's what Saul said. Because he almost lost his hearing as a child, he says he struggled from a very early age to become communicative in any language. But since he overcame that obstacle, he has made up for it in spades. Saul has won academic awards for his efforts in English and Spanish and has taught himself German, which he says he has mastered to the level of being able to comprehend German daily media. Saul also receives the University of Rochester's Xerox Award for Innovation and Information Technology. John Hawkshead. John joins the National Honor Society tonight and says that he is a proud member of St. Joe's bowling and tennis teams. Peter Held. Peter's proudest academic achievement to date is his receiving a medal and scholarship from the Knights of Columbus at his home parish, the Church of the Nativity. Tonight, we are welcoming Peter into the National Honor Society. Peter also receives the Elmira College Key Award. Jaden Hernandez. Jaden says that his classmates may have noticed that he's been remote all year. Jaden says that this is because he chose to stay home to help his two younger brothers, both of whom have autism. He helps them stay focused and learn success in their own remote learning struggles. Jaden is joining the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society tonight. Thomas Hilliard. Thomas, whose mother is a nurse, says that he was inspired by seeing how much she gave to her community over the past 15 months. In response, he says he joined his town's volunteer ambulance corps. Once he has learned first aid, CPR, and basic life-saving skills, he hopes to be riding an ambulance as soon as this summer. Thomas is welcomed into the National Honor Society tonight. Sean Joyce. Sean says, quote, "I wouldn't be who I am without hockey." Smile, Sean. To show his gratitude for this, Sean looks to give back to the hockey community by giving lessons to kids who are just starting in the game and by working with other young people who have special needs. Sean is becoming a member of the National Honor Society in just a few minutes. Pierce Kelly. Pierce has earned the rank of Eagle Scout, an achievement that he and his family are justifiably extremely proud of. We're going to be swearing Pierce into the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society. Michael Koenig. Michael, we're going to ask you to stay there for just a second, please. Michael says that the characteristic of himself that he is proudest of is his consistent response to the academic challenges he faces and the high standards he sets for himself. Michael has obviously been pretty successful at his academic work because tonight he's joining the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society. Michael has also just received the Eric Berninger Memorial Scholarship. The Berninger family in the back, please stand. Eric Berninger was the brother. Eric Berninger was the brother of St. Joe's alums Nick and Luke Berninger. Some of you may remember both of these fellows from their outstanding performances in St. Joe's productions. The Berninger family wanted to choose somebody to receive this memorial scholarship who exhibited compassion and empathy for the people who have less than they themselves do. And Michael Koenig was selected to receive this honor by the Berningers. Thank you, Mike. Good job. Nicholas Lawless. In recalling an achievement that he's proudest of, Nick goes all the way back to his 8th grade year when he clinched the Scholastic Olympics right here at St. Joe's Hallowed Gymnasium for the victory for his team from St. Margaret's Elementary School in Pearl River. Nicholas is becoming a member of the National Honor Society and the National French Honor Society. Nicholas also receives the Clarkson University Achievement Award for that 8th grade Scholastic Olympics win. Kevin Lachlan. Kevin fondly recalls an experience he had volunteering at the Christian Healthcare Center in Oakland, New Jersey. Kevin is especially grateful for the opportunity he had to interact with residents there and to share Christmas Mass with them. Kevin will be sworn into the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society tonight. Connor Mahoney. So here's one. Connor tells us that he actually enjoys speaking in front of large crowds. He attributes his comfort with this to his experiences having to memorize prayers and poems in his Catholic elementary school. After tonight's ceremonies, please join us on Carthage Field as Connor will deliver a dramatic interpretation of Samuel Taylor Coleridge's Rime of the Ancient Mariner, along with an interpretive dance. Connor will join the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society. Mark Manfredonian. Mark is passionate about lacrosse. He's so passionate about it, in fact, that he both teaches it as a side hustle and volunteers to teach kids and special needs individuals to play the game. Mark joins the National Honor Society. Gavin Mangarelli. Gavin is involved with hockey and golf. Tonight, he will become a member of the National Spanish Honor Society. Aiden Marte. Tonight, we're going to induct Aiden Marte into the National Spanish Honor Society. So, I'm going to show my age here. When I was a kid, we used to spend Saturday nights watching Jacques Cousteau after The Wide World of Disney. And one of the things that I always wondered when I was watching Jacques Cousteau was, why is it that scuba divers, when they go into the water, why do they sit on the edge of the boat and fall backwards into the water? I could never figure out why that is. What? Well, how do you know anything about this? Masadi knows about this because he is a master scuba diver and has had the real privilege to lead a whole bunch of dives. Lucas said that as he's grown up in his family's diving business, he's learned plenty about diving, but even more about hard work, leadership, and caring for others. Lucas, in addition to having an impeccable sense of comedic timing, is joining the National Honor Society. He also receives the Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute Medal. Matthew McCarthy. Matthew will be sworn in as a member of the National Spanish Honor Society tonight. Tom Mendoza. Tom is a volunteer at the Tenafly Nature Center, a champion distance runner, and the first member of his family to benefit from a secondary school level of education. Tom is motivated by the efforts and sacrifices that he has seen his family make in order to be successful, and they have passed that success on to him. We will induct Tom into the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society. Logan Muniz. Logan coaches soccer for the Ringwood Youth Recreational Soccer Program. He reports that this experience teaches him about leadership, patience, and communication. Logan is joining the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society. John Onigian. John is proud of his involvement with the It's a Wonderful Life Foundation. Working with this group, he has helped to organize and support a number of events to benefit the Sacred Heart School in Jersey City, New Jersey. We're inducting John into the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society tonight. John also receives the Brown University Book Award. Gary Penafiel. Gary joins the National Spanish Honor Society. Lambert Razinski. Lambert says that he is proud of his journey in the sport of American football. Lambert began playing in adult club teams in Poland at the age of 13. He then moved to Germany, where there was a broader choice of American football teams to play for. Now, he says, he feels beyond blessed to play football here at St. Joe's. After tonight's proceedings, Lambert will be a duly sworn member of the National Honor Society. Christian Rajkowski. Christian is the founder of the North Haledon Cleanup Day, an event he organized after seeing the streets of his town needing some help in terms of getting spruced up. Christian gathered resources, publicized the event in coordination with his mayor, and hopes to make this an annual, ongoing event. Christian is joining the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society. Christian also receives the Fordham University Book Award. Daniel Rappa. So Daniel Rappa is a rocket scientist. He keeps an abiding interest in the fields of technology and engineering. and on his days off builds electronic circuits, radio-controlled vehicles, and builds and launches model rockets. Have you noticed all that stuff in the news lately about UFOs? And right there. Daniel is joining the National Honor Society. Edwin Redondo Colombani. As a member of the SJR bowling team, Edwin has improved from being an 80-point-a-game player to now averaging between 180 and 220 points a game. Edwin is being sworn into the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society this evening. Peter Shue. Most people in the St. Joe's community know about Peter's achievements on the football field. Not as many know that Peter has had to fight every day against an insidious autoimmune disease that at one point threatened his very ability to engage in athletics of any kind. Peter has used his gratitude for his own chance to play and to succeed as a cue to share his gifts and talents with youngsters who participate in the youth football program for which he serves as a volunteer coach. Peter joins the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society, and Peter is also receiving the Coach Tony Karsich Leadership Award, one of the two scholarships. Patrick Schutz. Since fifth grade, Patrick volunteers annually with the other members of his club lacrosse team to help collect, sort, package, and distribute donations to the Community Food Bank of New Jersey. This evening, Patrick Schutz will be sworn into the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society. Patrick also receives the Clarkson University Leadership Award. Alexander Shadanian. Like Shane Brennan, Alexander also helps with the body ball program. He is always gratified, he says, when he sees the joy of the mentally challenged kids he works with being able to experience fun and learn about playing an organized sport. The National Honor Society and the Spanish National Honor Society will welcome Alexander into their ranks this evening. Alexander also receives the Fairfield University Book Award. Jan Silva. One of the experiences that Jan Silva is proudest of is his volunteering at the Cliffside Park Athletic Training Performance Basketball Clinic. At the clinic, Jan works with underprivileged children to teach them the rules of basketball, how to work together, and to teach them about sportsmanship. This experience was especially impactful, Jan says, because it taught him responsibility, empathy, and leadership. Jan will join the National Honor Society. Jack Schmahowski. Jack has volunteered with a group called Special Needs Sports. This is an organization for children with disabilities. It introduces a variety of sports such as football, baseball, basketball, and track and field. Jack will be inducted into the National Honor Society and the National French Honor Society. Brennan Stapleton. So I asked the inductees to share a little known or interesting fact about themselves, and here's what Brendan said. Brendan said that he is one of 11 people in his family to attend St. Joseph Regional High School. Brendan says that he has 3 uncles, his dad, the candle lighter, 4 cousins, and a brother who have been or are Green Knights and faithful men. After tonight's proceedings, Brendan will be a duly sworn member of the National Honor Society and the Spanish National Honor Society. Nicholas Steinhauser. Nicholas volunteers his spare time with a group called Fiesta for Hope. This organization is committed to helping poor communities in Puerto Rico that have been severely hit by natural disasters and the coronavirus pandemic. Nicholas is an inductee of the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society. Nicholas also receives the University of Rochester's Bausch and Lomb Science Medal. David Talato. David is proud of his volunteering as a religious ed instructor at his local parish. David says that he enjoys being able to work with public school students as they seek to strengthen and learn about their faith. David is joining the National Spanish Honor Society. Van Ting. Van works hard outside school to help care for his immediate and extended family, helping many of them work through the complicated immigration process that they want to complete so that they can become permanent residents of the United States. Tonight, we're inducting Van into the National Honor Society and the National French Honor Society. James Titolo. James is a senior volunteer at the Food Bank of the Hudson Valley, located in Cornwall-on-Hudson, New York. There, he helps to feed thousands of families who need support, never more so than during the pandemic. James says that he is, quote, humbled to volunteer there every weekend because it reminds me of how fortunate I truly am. James finds that his work at the Food Bank of the Hudson Valley also helps him to coordinate food drives sponsored by St. Joe's own Unico chapter, of which he is a member. James joins 2 honor societies tonight, the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society. James also receives the United States Military Academy's Dwight D. Eisenhower Leadership Award and the University of Vermont's Citizen Scholar Book Award. When asked about the achievement he was proudest of, Ryan Tobin said that it was clinching districts with his hockey travel team when he was a freshman. Going into the year, the team was ranked among the worst in the country. Against the odds, the team went undefeated in the season and easily made it to the playoffs. The accomplishment, says Ryan, is really precious because this was his first year as captain of his team, and he was named Defenseman of the Year for the only time in his short career. Ryan joins the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society. Jalen Wade. So Jalen told us that when he was an infant, one thing that was guaranteed to set him off crying was if he was given a broken cookie or potato chip. Well, tonight, in addition to his certificate, we are happy to give Trey his own break-proof chocolate chip cookie and snack-size bag of chips. Jalen, let's see what you got. Nice, there you go. There is too much sadness in the world already, Jalen, to deal with tears over broken cookies and chips. Jalen is joining the National French Honor Society tonight. Trey Watkins. So with Trey, we're going to play that game, 2 Truths and a Lie. Which of these statements about Trey is not true? 1, he has already earned a Division I college scholarship and has received another offer to play football in the Ivy League. Or he's about to be inducted into the National Honor Society. Or he was a paid baby model for children's clothes and even appeared in a Spike Lee movie. It's a trick question. They're all true. All of those are true. Aiden Woods. Aiden spends his free time doing sports analytics and one day hopes to work in the NFL as a data analyst, not as an offensive lineman. Aiden is going to join the National Honor Society, the National French Honor Society, and the Tri-M Music Honor Society. Aiden also receives the St. Michael's College Scholarship and Service Book Award. Jared Zevzavagian. Jared says that the achievement he is most proud of is being named captain of the SJR varsity lacrosse team in this, his junior year. Tonight, Jared and all the other young men gathered here under the tent are about to be inducted into their respective honor societies. For Jared, that will be the National Honor Society and the National Spanish Honor Society. Gentlemen, what I would like you to do now, please, is to put everything down except your booklets. You want your booklet. And I would like you to stand up, please, and turn and face the assembly. And now you're going to recite your National Honor Society oaths. This is the oath for the National Honor Society. If you are in the National Honor Society, please repeat after me. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Please sit. For the World Language Honor Society, Spanish and French, Mr. Cesar Aguero joins us to help with the swearing in. Gentlemen who are joining the National Spanish Honor Society, please stand, turn and face the assembly.
Good evening. I am happy to be here to help with our swearing-in ceremonies. Will all National Spanish Honor Society inductees please stand, which you're already standing with us, and turn, face the assembly. Repeat after me. As a member of the St. Teresa of the Child of Jesus chapter, of the National Spanish Honor Society, I promise to devote myself to the study of the Spanish language in order to master it, remembering that a language can be a strong tide between persons of differing origin, of race, or of religion. As a citizen of my country, I promise to promote friendship and understanding between it and the other lands of the world. This is my promise and my oath. Please sit. And the French Honor Society inductees, please stand and face the guests. Please repeat after me. As a member of the St. Dominic chapter of the National French Honor Society, I promise to devote myself to the study of the French language in order to master it someday, remembering that a language can be a strong tide between persons of different origins, of race or religion. As a citizen of my country, I promise to promote friendship and understanding between it and other nations of the world. This is my promise and my oath. You may be seated. Mr. Breland.
Thank you, Mr. Aguero. Gentlemen. Aiden, there is no oath here for the Triad Music Honor Society, but I am sure you'll be very happy to do a solo accompaniment to Connor Mahoney's interpretation of the Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner in just a few minutes. So this brings us to the end of the induction ceremony. I just want to take a minute to comment on how much this event speaks to the real energy that happens when parents and educators and students work together to bring out the best in the community. We've heard so many uplifting and admirable tidbits of information about the young men in front of us, besides the plain fact that they're just really good students. They're also really good human beings. And this is what this community of faithful men is really about. I thank you, parents, for being such an integral part of everything we do here at St. Joe's. And I congratulate you, parents, and you, inductees, on tonight's terrific turnout. So thank you and congratulations to everybody. There are light refreshments of cold water and cookies in the back of the tent, and you should feel free to take pictures while the light is still good. And that concludes the ceremony. Thank you for being here. Have a safe trip home.